What's up? This is Jordan Gray, Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219. Stand up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your guy, Greg Gray, Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Happy Valentine's Day to all of the lovers out there. Sound like a radio guy, don't I? Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers out there doing their thing, having a great time tonight. It's a day for everybody to show their love. But you know what? I just got to say this. Look, fellas, ladies, celebrating this Valentine's Day. It's a great thing, okay? But Valentine's Day can be every day. Show love every day. Don't just wait till the one day to do it, all right? I'm not putting a cloud or anything, okay? But it's important to show the person that you love that they're valued, that they're worth something every day, not just on one day of the year. What happened to the other 364 days, all right? Also, man, watch yourselves when you're purchasing stuff online. All right, I purchased something online, and there was a triple purchase, and I had to. It took me a while to get the rest of that stuff off, but watch what you're doing, okay? Watch your stuff. Today we got a cybersecurity expert on, Zinet Kemal, who's going to talk a little bit about cybersecurity, tell you how to stay safe during this time of theft and thievery online. And we got some relationship stuff too, just for Valentine's Day, just some standard Valentine's Day questions. We want to keep everybody on track on Valentine's Day. We are here to inform, entertain, and educate, and that's what we're going to do today. Having said all of that, you bring on my girl Marcella. What's going on, Marcella?
Hi, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day to you and all of our viewers.
Happy Valentine's Day. Hope everything is well with you.
Yes.
Very well.
You left something out about Zinet. She's also a #1 bestseller author on Amazon and a 2021 Distinguished Authors Guild Award winner.
Wow.
Yeah,
she does a lot. She's doing a thing, all right? So talking to her today, definitely. And here's another. We just happen to have our own award-winning author. Got a new book out right now, Dating on the Foot with a Full Deck. And pretty soon, we'll be going to the radio with a show. Dating with a Full Deck and more, I guess. I don't know the name of it, but we'll get some details from him. Let's everybody welcome Mr. Kevin McLemore.
Hey.
Kevin.
Hey, what's going on, Mark? Brother Greg, fam, Dope Living TV family. How you doing? And thank you for the intro. Valentine's Day, roses, kind words, doing some of the things that you should be doing every day.
Thanks.
All right. Expectations, Romeo, Juliet. How you doing? Time to make up.
Echo that though, man. It's important, man. That we could be Billy Goat's Gruff 364 days of the year, and all of a sudden, because it's Valentine's Day. Is it Valentine's Day or Valentine?
Valentine.
Valentine.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And just because it's Valentine's Day, all of a sudden we got that halo around our head, and we want to make sure, girl, look, here's some roses, here's some candy, here's some whatever. We'll take you to dinner today. We as men, we gotta do better than that, man. We gotta do better than that. 364 other days in the year. She needs to be celebrated. Period. That's our backbone, man, and we are her partner. So let's soothe her soul every single day of the year, as opposed to just wait until one grandiose moment.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the brothers in India, they do it 5 days in a row leading up to Valentine's Day.
That's all good.
First day is chocolate. Second day is roses.
Yeah.
The third day is children.
Yeah.
And day 4 and day 5, oh my gosh, they know how to do it.
And we should do it here. I mean, like I said, I say there's 364 days extra, but we don't have to do. I mean, it's not necessary to do something every single day. But as long as that person gets some love, some valuation, and how you feel about them, then in my opinion, these are just my words. In my opinion, it should be done more than just on Valentine's Day. This is a great day to do it, a great day, but everybody does it at the same time. And if you want to feel a little bit more special, when you have your day, like Wednesday, you're getting roses just because. You know what I mean? Just because. That's what I'm on. My stuff is just because, not because.
That's the way it's supposed to be. And plus, roses go. Price of roses goes up the week of Valentine's Day. I'm gonna tell you. So if you're gonna send her roses 2 weeks before, when they're cheap.
I see, and that's one thing, Kevin, Marcella, and Marcella, you know me. I gotta learn it. I've been single, and it's when I go to the store, I get it. Go here, I look online, I go buy. So I don't look for bargains. I don't look for sales, which I think is really dumb on my part. I don't care how much you make or how successful you are in business. You still want to cut some corners so you can save some of that money.
Now, I have a question for you, Greg.
Yes,
Marcella, you tell me, if your better half on Valentine's Day creates conflict, does the evening still end up at Valentine's Day?
Does it what?
You just put an S on it.
Yeah, I said times. Yeah, you're right. I said if your better half, I'm just saying, I had a conversation earlier, creates conflict during the course of a day. All right. Basically ruining the day itself.
Okay.
Are you still obligated to celebrate the day?
I don't think you're ever obligated to celebrate the day at all. It shouldn't be an obligation. It should be something, for me, I would think that it should be something that, like Greg said, something that's all the time, showing love, showing compassion, communicating, showing respect, and just should be things, off and on. To me, I do like Valentine's Day, and it's always nice to get gifts and things like that. But if that's the only day that my significant other feel that he can do something for me, that's for show, for commercial, societies.
Right. Let me ask Greg the question. All right.
Okay.
Greg,
I didn't answer.
if your better half created drama for that day, and happens to be Valentine's Day, all right, none of the rest of this stuff, okay, do you feel a sense of responsibility, or is it your duty to continue to celebrate Valentine's Day when the day has basically the mood has left you?
Personally, and I get that. It's a great question. Personally, I'm going to try, because nothing's guaranteed. I'm going to try to calm that situation down. I'm with Marcella. I'm not obligated to do anything but raise my child and provide. But I don't know, Kevin, because if she's not reciprocal to me trying to calm the situation down, or I'm not reciprocal to the situation being calmed down, I think the moment is gone.
Correct.
It's gone. So let's try again some other time. If that's going to happen. But the moment's gone. Let's preserve the moment, because again, there's other days that we can do this. This is a Hallmark day. There's other days that we can do this, but let's do it when we're both feeling that spirit of love.
It's when you feel authentically romantic towards her that day, or him. I'm just saying.
Everybody say hello to Mr.
Moby.
Hey, Maurice.
Hey, how you guys doing? Happy Valentine's Day, my
you.
people.
What's that over there in the corner, in your left-hand corner over there, bro?
It look like Mrs. Santa suit.
Yeah, it look like a Mrs. Santa. Is that your wife?
Oh no. That's
They're playing dress up.
Oh, okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
no, that's a coat she was making. So.
Okay. If I say hello to the life coach.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on, baby brother?
Not much, man. Just out here living the life.
All right.
We are going to have a Zinet Kemal, I think that's the name, here at cybersecurity. I actually need to hear what she got to say, because I got kind of taken today with some stuff, not watching what I was doing as far as ordering stuff online. But till she comes, man, we can get into a couple of little things here. Now, I had some messages that came to me earlier, and I'd like to share their thoughts as far as questions for the show today for Valentine's Day. And these are just normal questions. These aren't really deep questions like we normally get into. One of the questions was, were you nervous on your first date? Anybody can start.
I was.
You were?
I was. Yeah, I was, because you start dating again, you're getting back into that scene. You know what I mean? It wasn't something I was always doing. I was married before, and I had a girlfriend, and I was like, let's just be like productive, actively productive in dating. You know what I mean? Let's kick the fluff, and let's see. I was real nervous with Megan. Real nervous.
Really?
So.
Did you say on your first date or?
Yeah, on your first date.
Okay, that's your first. He's talking
Your
about your
very
first date. Yeah.
Man,
First time.
I don't even remember my very first date.
Baby.
Very right.
My baby.
I don't even remember that.
You remember?
I don't even remember my first date, man.
You young, man. You don't remember your first date? I remember mine.
I don't.
Let's hear about your first date, Greg.
Oh, Lord, man.
I live vicariously through you, young man.
Young man. I'm a year.
Young man.
My first date, man, I remember it was, I'll say her initials was CB, all right? And I was about 13 or 14 on my very, very first date. Now, I played around with the girls, a lot. But my very first date was with CB, and we walked, because she lived near me, we walked to McDonald's. McDonald's wasn't far from where I lived, and we walked to McDonald's. I had some paperboy money, so I was pocketed up, so she could get that Big Mac. She ordered from that side of the meat back then.
That side of the menu.
Get the Big Mac
back then. But we walked and talked, and I had an opportunity to. I wasn't nervous because she went to the same school I went to as well, so we knew each other. But trying to make it to another level, I wasn't really that nervous. I thought I was a player anyway. So we walked. It took us about 15 minutes to get to McDonald's. Sat down, I couldn't pull a chair out because they were bolted to the floor. But I let her get in, first. And we talked about life. We really did. We talked about what we thought we would be, even to this moment. She was like, because back then we didn't have cell phones and all of that stuff. But we talked about how life would be. And that was the first and last time that I had an opportunity to go out with her. I wasn't an athlete at the time, so this guy, he was D. He came in and he swooped her away. But that was my first day. I wasn't nervous. In other words, I wasn't nervous. Marcella, you had your finger up.
Huh?
Didn't you have your finger up? Or you just asked the question, what did I say the first day?
Yeah. When I was talking with Jeff.
What about you, Kevin? I live vicariously through this young man.
You guys are funny.
Well, I am going to tell you that my I don't know if it was a first date, but I know when we finally became boyfriend and girlfriend, we never asked it formally. You know, her locker was a couple lockers down from mine. I had just received my varsity jacket and my varsity pen, and you know, I closed my locker, walked over, said hello, and asked her if she would mind wearing my pen.
Oh,
And I pinned her with my varsity letter, my little football that said that I was on the team, and that was it. I didn't even think about her rejecting me or not, but you know, that was my first date. That was my first date at the locker at Roosevelt High School.
were you nervous?
No, people were beating the crap out of me on a football field. The girl wasn't scaring me.
There you go. There you go. Mo B.
Now, well, I was nervous when she brought me home to meet her parents. That was a different thing.
That was, yeah. And see, that's when my nerves kind of came in too.
Yeah, you know how like you get nervous and your little butt cheek shakes.
Well, man.
Standing there,
Standing there.
man.
That little trickle of
Especially if there's a man in the house, you know, your daddy got a daddy, you know. No, mine was actually going first date was at the skating rink.
Okay.
So I mean, we went on church bus, you know, church thing. Everybody, we was holding hands and everything.
They let you do that on the church bus?
Well,
On your church.
It wasn't my church. It wasn't our church. It was, you know, another church.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think it was a Baptist church. So
he only sinned in other people's church.
I actually got a kiss that night too.
All right, Mo.
So you wasn't nervous?
No.
Okay.
I was only nervous actually after we had been going together for probably about it wasn't that long. It's probably about 2 or 3 weeks. The word got around to Daddy and Mama that we was, you know, seeing each other. And so he wanted to meet me. And like Kevin said, you standing there with one of the butt cheeks doing like this.
And your leg shakes. You're trying to be cool and be brave.
Where are my two sisters?
I got a vice lock on my hand.
Every cartoon you thought about, all them noises came up.
No. He shook my hand, right? And this man's hand felt like he'd been playing with sand all his life, you know? And then he squeezed it real hard. I was like, man.
Was showing you a manly, firm handshake.
Yeah, it's like squeeze down on my hand, like, you know, like, Negro, if you don't leave my daughter alone.
Yeah, why do they do that? Well, I ain't gonna lie, I did that too. You know, you gotta show them. You know, me personally, my niece, I went to when she was time for her prom. I went in there like Will Smith, man. You like boys? You ever had a guy? You know, I was that dude. Had the gun in my man. Oh.
Man,
I was before the movie.
I'm going to tell you, her brothers. She had these 3 brothers, and you know, you always had that one brother that would look crazy that just got out of jail. He was looking at me, and I was trying to think. I said, "How do I play this? Do I just go ahead and pop him to let him know that I'm no punk?
I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk.
Yeah, or do I just stand here and stare at him like he's staring at me? You know." So I said I'm gonna play it, but the whole time I sat there with my fist balled up. I said, if he flinches, I got him. You know? But luckily for me, neither one of them called because his other 2 brothers were big, and I wasn't that big at that time. I knew I could take one.
She had 4 brothers.
Yeah, and to be honest, I wanted to hit the big one, not the crazy one.
They gotta know. So look, today is Valentine's Day. What is the most romantic movie that you know that symbolizes to you what it's like to love somebody? What's the most romantic movie that you ever saw? Marcella.
Okay, I got a few of them.
Let's go. That's cool.
Okay. I liked Claudine. I liked the thought that this man came in with this woman that already had children.
Too many kids.
And well, he knew that coming in. And even with the son having issues with him, and the kids kind of looking at him side eyed and all that, and with just the government trying to keep him out of the black man out of the household, he still stuck with her, Diane Carroll Claudine. I like that one. I also like the part of I like Poetic Justice with Tupac and Janet Jackson. I like the thought how he still stood there even when he knew she had just gone through something tremendous or whatever, the loss of her boyfriend. And he still kind of like stood there and was just kind of like there in the background and for support. And how, regardless of how even she kept pushing him away, he still was just like, okay, I'm gonna allow this. From it kind of reminded me, Maurice, a little bit. Not you remember when you said that I believe Marianne was pushing you away.
Yeah.
And then she finally realized one day when you were gone for a week or something, and she's like,
Yeah, I went on vacation.
Yeah, I'm missing this man. You know, it kind of reminded me a little bit of that. There are just a lot of them, just right. With Common and Queen Latifah, I like the thought that she's just going about her everyday job of taking care of her injured athlete and just minded her business. And that was the last thing on her love, was the last thing on her mind. And it just swooped her up, you know, just blindsided her. So I like those type of love stories where it's like you're not really looking for love.
Blindsided by love.
Yeah, and it just comes because a lot of times when you're really out there, you're trying to look and let me see.
Oh, end up finding that crazy one.
Oh, wait, okay. The knucklehead, numbnuts, yes.
Ran to the ones that stalk you, get in your car and sitting there.
And then had a couple of them.
Was that it, Marcella?
That's it, honey.
What about you, Kevin?
I'm going to say The Holiday. And I say that because there were multiple stories on multiple levels and multiple reasons of why people connect and they don't connect. It just peeled back the layers of what the heart will allow if the mind is open to being loved. And sometimes the situation is not always perfect, and then the situation becomes perfect. So that's why I like that movie.
I like that.
Moby.
I haven't actually got a favorite love. You know, I don't have one.
The Terminator.
Yes, it Terminator. You can't kill me, baby.
I love how I kill people.
I really don't have, like one of those super love movies like that. My wife probably has 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of them, though. She probably could tell you a whole list of them.
You all are making
her back there. See that?
You all are making your own, man. That's all good. Jeff, what you got?
One movie I liked was The Notebook. That's a newer movie, but with The Notebook, though, it showed how a couple can kind of go through some stuff in the beginning, and he was with her till the end. All through her Alzheimer's, her dementia, she didn't even know who he was, but he was there reading the story, telling her about everything and all that. And the fact that they died, like she had died first, and then not too long after that, I was like, man, that was deep. That man was in love. That's that love I want, man. That's that love I have.
There you go. That's love, man. I had 3, man. The first one was Love Jones.
I remember that.
With Nia Long and
Tate.
Lorenz, yeah.
A movie about how you can, sometimes you gotta let something go in order to let it come back to you on its own. You know what I mean? Beautiful movie. The other one, it's right on the tip of my tongue, was This Christmas.
All right.
With the ensemble cast.
Yes.
All right. A lot of stuff happened in that family, all right, but perseverance and prayer kept that family together, The other one was Love and Basketball.
Yeah.
All right. That's a young, going from young to older. It was a transitional piece. just showed how, through anything, love can stand the test of time.
Yeah.
So even if it gets to a point where you're not with that person that you should be with, and you're right on the verge of being with someone else, and it's just amazing how things just turned around. Now, it never showed how he dumped old girl after they were playing that basketball.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks.
It never showed how he dumped her, but regardless, those two were meant to be together, and
It happened.
it was a beautiful tale, man. So those were my romantic movies.
One more movie that Queen Latifah, LL Cool J. Remember that one? When Queen Latifah thought she was going to die, and she went off to for money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the title of it.
I don't remember the title, but that was a good one. Yeah.
Oh,
that was a good one. Let's bring in Queen Latifah again with Just Right. With,
yeah. I mentioned that. Just Right.
Yeah.
That was one of mine too. Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
What is that one now?
Let's bring up let me stop because I'm ready to get stupid now. Listen, let me just stop.
Thank you.
I couldn't think of the name of it anyway, right? So we mentioned earlier, we were talking about, and Marcel, I'm with you right now. It's on the back of my head. It was something about a holiday. I think it was not holiday, but last something. I forgot. But
was that last holiday?
Last holiday or something like that.
I'll tell you in a minute.
But let's move on. Okay, today is Valentine's Day. Valentine Day. Whatever. No S. Whatever. Today is that day. And we talked about this earlier. What will you do? What can you do? Any of us, what can we do to make sure that every day is Valentine's Day, or it goes on beyond this motions that we're doing right now continues to go on? What can we do?
I would say never take your partner for granted.
Never.
Yep. I always say to couples, if this was the last day that you're ever going to be with your partner, how do you want that day to end? If there's an argument and they don't come home and you have to live with the fact that you never resolved that, that's a memory that you can never forget. And that's an experience you can never take back. So that's why I always say resolve it as soon as possible. Be like Alka-Seltzer, let the bubbles rise to the top.
There you go. The love and Alka-Seltzer analogy. Last holiday was the movie Marcella says. I don't know where that came from. Let me get that off there. Jeff.
I just kind of think a lot of times we don't embrace the moments with our loved ones. You know what I mean? We don't really know who we're with or what we have or the value of that person. You know what I mean? So a lot of it for me is just embracing those moments. Like I told Megan the other day, I looked at her and told her, I said, babe, this is the most I done laughed ever. It's the most fun I've had with anybody I'd never been with. And I said, it's that stuff that I hold on to. I don't look for Valentine's Day. I don't look for birthdays. I don't look for Christmas. None of that stuff. It's every day I value. Every day I look for those moments when we can just talk. You know what I mean? And I can just share, and she can share with me, and we don't have to disagree. I mean, we don't have to agree. That's what I mean. We don't have to agree on everything, but it's just the fact that I know that I can do that with somebody, and it's respected.
That sounds like a Barry White song. All you had to do is deepen up your bass. Listen to you.
Turn the knob up a little.
Yeah, turn the lights down. Yeah, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, baby.
There you go.
Marcella.
You guys are funny. I'm with Jeff. Value each other. Value the time that you spend. Spend valuable time together, regardless of what it is. If it's just sitting together, watching a movie together, just sitting together, talking with each other, doing things together. Because there's so many couples that especially if you both are working, where it's like everyone is going in different directions. Take that special time, set it apart. Still date each other on a regular basis. It doesn't have to be anything very expensive. It can be just going to the park and sitting, a little picnic or something, or just, sitting together and talking. But valuing each other, trying to outlove each other. If you're both trying to outlove each other and love, to the fullest, it shouldn't be too many arguments there. And,
Exactly.
and keeping people out of your business and out of your relationship.
That's right.
If you
Yeah,
can't
right.
talk to the other one, go to your prayer closet and talk to God about it and
Prayer closet.
bringing all them folks in.
Well, I always had my keys. Our keys have always been, uh, you just wouldn't think in your mind to say nothing crazy to that person. You know what I mean? The last thing out of your mouth is something to hurt that other person. You assume cut your tongue off to say something bad to your spouse. And I think that's our keys. It's always been a keys, because you don't want to say that. You wouldn't, somebody you love, and we've always said this to other people. Somebody that you love, you don't want to hurt them. Just don't want to say anything stupid, and to us, saying bad things towards each other is worse than physical violence to me and her. So
Absolutely. So with me, man, it's like this. Consistency. It doesn't have to be, again, every single day. I'm sorry, just one special day, every day. And it doesn't take flowers and this and that all the time. Let that person know that you're thinking about them. Just randomly. Give them a text. We're in technology world. Give them a text and say, "Hey, I was just thinking about you. See how you were." All right. Call them and just say what you're doing. Just took a break and I just want to talk to you. Want to hear your voice. Let them know that they are valued. Let them know that they are loved. I can honestly say I've made that mistake. I never did the holidays, and then I never valued or placed much value into the relationships until recently. It's a thing about soothing a woman's soul, and I know that sounds real different, okay? But to soothe a woman's soul, just make her feel valued. Make her know that she is important to you. Make her feel like that she is the most important woman, the most special woman in the world. And once you do that, it should be commonplace. It should be standard in your repertoire. Every day, something should happen to make sure that woman feels complete. And in turn, men, you'll get that back. Now, the other thing about it is we have to get out of, as men, we have to get out of our own way to let that happen. We don't let that happen. We sometimes stand in our way. We're always trying to become that alpha male. We don't have to be the alpha male all the time, all right? Let that woman understand and know that she's valued, before it's too late. And I've been there, I'm telling you, I've been there, and it's not a good feeling, but, it happens, and you learn from your mistakes. So value them. Let them know that they mean something to you, and that's the way you can keep this going past Valentine's Day. Everybody say hello to the sick Gina Gasson.
Don't say that.
Gina,
to the hill.
What's wrong, sis?
Hey.
Got
She's
that
gone.
second vaccine yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
And you said happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Those were all good.
You got J&J?
Yep.
She's a J&J.
You should be
No, I got no, I didn't get J&J. I got
Team Pfizer.
Pfizer.
There you go.
Yeah, that's great. So that's
right arm.
Yeah.
Did it get in your right arm?
Left.
Oh, okay. See, you should have held it up. Right arm. Telling you
I wish I had got it in no arm.
Yeah.
Get you feeling blue, huh?
Hey.
Yeah.
I've been
it's
through
gonna pass.
Yeah.
So Gina, we just asking some Valentine's, but I would like to get your input on a couple of these though.
Sure.
What was your most romantic movie that you ever saw?
Romantic movie. It had to be, what's the one that, not Why Did I Get Married, but the one with Morris Chestnut, and it was a bunch of guys.
Best Man.
Best Man.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a romantic movie.
It was pretty cool. I liked it. That's it? That's the only one?
I'm not a gooey type of movie type of person. I like the action, the scary movies. So it's not too many.
She like Terminator.
Yeah, it's not too many.
I'm obese.
Gina, that was
You
my
already, you already got that one.
romantic Terminator.
Hey,
He said
now we
That's
know
what Kevin told me.
now we know who's been watching movies
Hey, you
together.
coming back? Yes, I'll be back.
No, I'll be back. I'll be back.
See, this is like solitaire. Now you know who's been watching movies together.
Maurice, I'm gonna watch Terminator. What you think? Hey man, I'm gonna watch it too. Okay, we're gonna talk about it.
I know he did not say.
Maurice, that's romantic.
No, that was what
That's so
Kevin.
romantic.
It's real romantic. He ain't going nowhere ever, never. Can't kill it.
Here's another question, guys. Would you surprise your partner with an expensive gift, or that's an expensive gift? I'm talking about a very expensive gift, or would you consult them on it, letting them know, hey, I'm getting ready to spend this money on you? All right.
I have before, and it kind of blew up in my face.
How's that?
They didn't want it. They were like, that's something that is too expensive. It's too much. So it's better to consult, I think. Even if it's a surprise, yeah, it's better to consult.
What if it's not? What if you're not married and you're dating? Do you still think you should consult?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Marcel,
otherwise, you may end up taking it back or stuck with it and can't use it.
Yeah, and you might have that mole in the middle of your forehead, and they ain't gonna deal with you.
Ain't gonna be. She ain't worried about
You
the
spend all that
$600.
money. You
That's for
spend
sure.
all that money. That whole $600.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. I see that mole, I'd be like, no, thank you.
No, you won't. No, you
You
won't.
do know the mole story, right?
I am going to tell you, my first wife. Part of the reason why she got my attention, she was the first woman that spent real money on me and surprised me. Normally, it was always me, and it opened my eyes because I always wanted someone that was going to treat me on the same level that I was appreciating them. So yeah, I don't mind being surprised. I don't mind being surprised.
Okay.
Well, what if it was something that you wouldn't use? Would you tell her, or would you just take it?
Oh, that's called being a parent. I get Father's Day gift all the time. I got a whole collection of shit that I don't use. Hey, I get golf clubs. When have I ever been on a golf course?
You like your solitaire.
Yeah.
For me, if it was my husband, I like to think that I knew him and what he would like. I think I would for a husband. For a boyfriend, that would have had to been long term. And
what if that's what he used to? What if that's what he's used to? That's what he wants to do.
You should let your
wait
partner.
a minute, to give to me, or
Yeah,
to give
what
to
if
him?
that's what he wants to do?
I'm okay. Look, I'm good. I'm okay with gifts. I'm talking about as far as me giving.
That wasn't the question.
What was the question?
The question was give to you.
Oh, to me.
Yes.
I like surprises. I really do.
Well,
And I would be
because you
okay
have to
because the way I would look at it, whether it was something that I really liked or not, I would look at it that this person thought so much about me and for me to want to gift me something of this magnitude. And I would be appreciative of it.
Very good. Jeff, what about you?
I take some gifts. I'm not gonna say no. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say no at all. Because I feel if somebody wanted to give it, that's what they want to do out the kindness of their heart. Now, I have gotten some gifts that I was like, okay, you trying. I appreciate it, but you tried. You tried. So it's all right. Because I take it. I'm not gonna necessarily say that I'm not gonna tell her that, oh, okay, it was either cheesy or something I wouldn't do anything with. I'm not gonna tell her that. But I still accept it. Yeah, I still accept it.
Well, yeah, I accept everything and anything. I'm like Jeff, because the fact that you're thinking about me, and if it was the other way around, now I have in the past, you know, if I was going to buy something really big, I've always said, hey, baby, you know, we might have been out that day if it's a special occasion, whatever, birthday or something like that, and we might have been out because I have spent, $2,000-$3,000. Like, hey, babe, do you really want this? Because she's getting a hint all the time. Hey, yeah, I want this, and I just don't go out and just buy it. I just want to make sure that she's good with it, or has that evolved? Has it changed it to the next model or something like that? Because she does all this sewing and stuff. She's got like 10 machines. She's got blind pictures.
I have a question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have a question. Is it a gift if your partner buys it with your credit card?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because guess what? I'm gonna buy her gift with ARC. It's ours, so I'm gonna do the same thing basically. I mean, yeah.
I ain't never had a woman's credit card, but I'm just want to know if that's still a gift.
I ain't never had it either.
I mean,
Mo's got a better hand than all of us.
Yeah.
Are you saying only with your significant other or your spouse, or if someone just wanted to give you an expensive gift?
You're in a
relationship.
Okay.
I'm not giving nobody no expensive gifts right off the block.
Well, I had someone wanted to buy me a house, and but they wanted to have a key, and we weren't dating, and he was married, and I was like, no, we can't do that.
Take the house.
You can change the locks.
Yeah, I was going to say, take the house, give him the key, and change the locks.
Put an alarm system on.
He was married as well.
Marcella does not play the game.
No, if he was married.
Want to play the game.
He was married, and if the tables were turned, and I found out that my husband bought a house for someone else, for another woman,
you tell me
that's
more the reason to take that house. Okay, if he's married, take that house.
He want a kept woman.
Okay, but you changed it. He shouldn't be doing it in the first place. Okay, take that house. He ain't gonna take it back. Ain't nothing he can do unless he wants his wife to find out.
He wanted our name on it, and I was like, nope.
Man, give me some
meals.
And some boobies,
no
man.
conflict. Zero
give me
conflict.
Some meals and some boobies. I'm there.
All of that can go away. My life has enough stuff in it right now. You don't need no more of that.
Give me the loot. Anyway, next question. Let's go.
Let's go.
Marcy, you go ahead. Kevin, write a book.
I will. I'm taking notes.
Make sure. Here's a question. When did you know that you were truly in love with someone? When did you know that you loved somebody? Oh, this is Valentine's Day question.
Come on, Gina.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
You don't want to say it. You don't want to admit it.
It took a minute because I didn't want to be in that space, and it took a minute. I would say,
he nibbled on your ear.
We dated for months. We dated for a long time. Yeah, I that was somewhere I didn't want to be. Like, how did I get here?
Was that Deborah Cox song?
It slipped up on you, didn't it? Yeah,
I tell you, man.
Was that Deborah Cox song?
He was such a great guy. He was was able to get in.
I don't know. It seems like he mellows you to smooth the heck out. Because I know you probably could be a ball of fire if you want to.
I can. I always say you only have 3 people that you fall in love with in your life, and he was number 3. He was number 3.
Oh, well, I got a couple of other guys. No,
yeah, you do. You do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I was the way that I knew, and I've never really. I've never really been in love like that. I've loved and loved very, very much, but I haven't never been in love. But when I knew that I loved someone enough to say I want to be with this person, was when that person showed me that they cared more about me than they did about them. They showed me so much, and I don't know how many of you guys have been in the situation that I've been as far as career-wise goes, and I've been in a sheltered kind of situation where everybody's watching out for me, a bunch of yes people and this and that. But got with this person, and this person showed me so much stuff that I didn't even see at an older age that I did not see. And I remember one time I took her downtown Chicago, and part of knowing that you love somebody is that you can listen to them and pick up on certain things and make some things happen. So I heard her say one thing, and I took her. We were going to spend the weekend in Chicago. Took her to the place that was right across the street from her favorite restaurant, and she didn't know it. She didn't even know it because I went a different way. So we went, we checked in and everything like that, and I said, "Let's go eat." She said, "Where are we going?" We walked right across the street. The favorite restaurant was right there, and to see the appreciation, the shock, the gratefulness for me listening, and for me feeling that way, that right there, I knew, I love that person. I really did. What about you, Mo?
Actually, my wife told me that she loved me first. I mean, I already knew. I loved her from from probably the man 2 or 3 weeks, but after we had been going together. But she never ever kind of came. Like any relationship that I knew before. It was kind of like you knew what was going on and how to maneuver through all of that. But she'll tell you in a heartbeat. I don't think she was interested in me. Not until I was gone. I thought I was
Wow.
missing for a minute, and because we used to go out. We used to go out all the time. I thought that the feeling was mutual. It's not that she ever said I don't love you, but we enjoyed our time together. We had so much time together. We talked all the time, and it was like this. She'd call me, and she could be somewhere. She'd call me, and I'd go pick her up, and we'd go out to eat. Have a good time, and then I'd take her home.
Can you see yourself without that person?
No, that's 110 with me, man. Really.
So what about you, John?
When I knew I was in love, it was one of those. Well, I'm like Mo. Me and Megan, we actually had this conversation a couple of days ago. She said, "I love you" first, and it took me a little minute to come around, only because of the fact, because what I've been through before. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure I'm sure, because I don't want to lead you on. I don't want to play with fake emotions. I don't want to just be, I want to be in the moment, but I don't want to be in the moment and have that take over how I truly feel. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it took a little bit of time, but shoot, it was, and to tell you the truth, when I told Megan I love her shortly after then, that was when I proposed to her.
Go ahead, boy. Go ahead.
Same thing with me. Yeah.
Go ahead. Kevin, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What's the next question?
No, it's the same question.
He's like, I don't want this one.
No. I was going to say something like that.
I'm working my way up, Marcel.
Only reason I'm saying that is because, it's I even wrote about it in the book. It's that, sometimes you get yourself in a situation that, you commit to something because you just think that you don't have a better option, or this happens to be the person that you're with, but the person that you actually want to be with is not accessible to you. Mm-hmm. So I would say when you know that you're in love, it becomes so dangerous. You just play it safe. And I'll leave it at that.
You'll leave it at that, Marcella?
Okay, let me think back. Way back.
Back before.
Marcella is the Betty White of the group. You know what I'm saying? She's funny. Go ahead.
Okay, let me think. Okay.
What was that?
It was. I was thinking back. I was rewinding back there.
Like she cranked up her back brain.
I had to do that. I had to bring it from way back there somewhere. Okay, it was when I would wake up in the morning and I would think about him, and when we weren't together, he was constantly on my mind. When he got sick, And I had to meet him at the hospital, and it looked a little crazy. And I knew then, I was like, oh my goodness, what would I do if something happened to this guy?
Wow.
And he pulled through, bless God. And we ended up not getting married. That was my choice. But that was when I knew.
Okay.
And I still have a place in my heart for him, but not on that level. We're good friends now, he and I.
That's good. That's good. You should always remain friends with people that have touched your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Gina?
Well, I didn't say it first. It took a while for me to say it because, like I said, I didn't want to be in that space.
Let's have a jackhammer to break that wall down.
But you know what? He didn't give up. He didn't give up.
He did.
He didn't give up.
He stuck his finger through, he stuck an eyeball through. He kept breaking that wall down. When he got through that wall, boy.
You have to consider I had lost my husband for 17 years.
Okay.
And so, you know, it was like, okay, now I'm back to dating again. So I was very, very cautious. And it was weird because I hadn't dated in 17 years. So all of it was new. But he was persistent and he just didn't give up. I think if he had gave up, we wouldn't be together because I would be like, oh, well, on to the next one.
Listen to her.
Yeah. She throws the Jay-Z pip sign out there. On to the next one.
Is it hard to move on to get to where you're at now? Those that got that are coupled up. Was it hard to go from one relationship that may or may not have been bad to come to the one that you're satisfied with right now?
Actually, I had been divorced probably about a year, maybe 2 years, and of course I had kids. I kept thinking, some of the stereotypes that women probably had, then, which was I got kids, and nobody gonna want, a brother with kids. Actually, the direct opposite. Huh?
Say it like it's a disease. Kids.
Well, okay.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand too.
Mm-hmm.
You guys judge us hard when we got kids.
Yeah, guys do that stuff, and it didn't bother me because she had kids too, and that was kind of a thing that kind of pulled us together. Both of us were taking care of kids from a previous relationship that was really, really bad. And mine was really bad, and we were actually able some of the conversations while we were sitting down sometimes, just on the porch, would go back around to our kids and previous marriage, and some of the similarities, but then it would always come back to us, sitting there on the porch, because we were freaking together for 5 years before we even thought about getting married. But I had asked to marry her like as soon as she told me she loved me. I knew I loved her. I asked her to marry, like immediately. So
that's what's up. Jeff, same question.
I don't think it was what was hard was not going through the same pattern again. That's what was hard. Being able to recognize why I left out of the marriage, the things that were toxic, and then being able to recognize those same things going into the next relationship and say, okay, this is the same stuff I'm going through again. Even if it looked like the pattern, you know what I mean? 9 times out of 10 it was, and I should have left it alone.
Yeah.
So then by the time when I went with Megan, I was like, okay, now I know I'm just not dealing with it anymore. First sign of it, I'm walking away. And I'm not going to try to have no quote unquote extra compassion or, you know what I mean, say, well, maybe this person can change. No, I'm not doing that this time. So that's what was hard. It was recognizing those patterns and trying to really stick to your guns and saying, okay, I'm not going to deal with this or that.
Okay. Marcella?
I'm not booed up.
She not booed up.
You said those are booed up.
That's
Greg,
what I said,
your turn.
Huh? My turn.
Your turn.
Hey, you know what? I just thought about this. February the 13th, I would have been married 11 years February the 13th. Would have been married 11 years to beautiful Fayetta, telling her name. So, hey, happy. She cool though. She cool. We're friends. We're still very good friends. But I don't even. That's not a question for me. I'm asking the question. Kevin,
that's a nice little dodge, bro.
We just side dipped it like this there. Whatever.
He said,
I'm the host. What you talking about?
Right.
I'm going to pick you.
I answered the question, didn't I?
No.
Okay, what was the question? Someone asked me the question.
You got the question in front of you.
Ask me the question.
Was it hard for you, Greg, to make the transition when you were dating other people to get to the point to where you are now?
Not at all. Next, who's next?
Oh, that was quick. No elaboration, no nothing. You ain't gonna get deep.
I can't. See, I don't put. You kind of know as a man, I guess. You kind of know when things are getting to a point. You know, R. Kelly said it best: when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. All right. So you kind of know. So you kind of prepare yourself. My brothers have asked me before, Greg, you move on too quick. You don't cry. You don't do this or anything about when it comes to a relationship. I'm like, nah, because I messed up and messed up. If she messed up, she messed up. And if it's done, it's done.
Ain't no use to crying.
I'm gonna do I pursue the opportunity to ask and say, well, can we straighten this out? I'll do that. But if we can't,
ain't no use to crying.
It's nothing I can do. I'm moving on. And just because it's quick don't mean that other person was always in the picture. Just that, hey, I'm not built that way. To let it just drag me down, you know. Anyway, enough about me, Kevin.
Well, with me, it was hard for me to move on because, like Gina said, you only find maybe one, maybe two, if you're lucky enough, three people that actually touch you in a certain type of way that makes you feel different, to see the world different, and treat people different. And it was hard, you know, for me to take on another person's affections, for the simple fact that, you know, I'm like Mo, I had kids, and that she was my children's mother, so she was all that queen that I had to respect. Is just the thing was the hearts weren't united at a level that made me feel whole. So you know, I swore off. I said I was never going to be in that situation again, to where I was not going to be appreciated at a level that I was giving back to that person. So it was hard.
Yeah, Gina.
Yeah, it didn't really it wasn't difficult for me because I made sure I put space in between those relationships so that I could heal. And that's why it took me almost 2 years to date after my husband passed away. And and then each relationship, I never dove into another one, but you know, you see them signs, you see those signs up front, you see those signs, and when I saw those signs, I was gone. I didn't tolerate a lot. It was so much I did not tolerate, so a lot of guys did not have a chance.
Dang.
I didn't want any foolishness. Like, I had been in love for 17 years, and I knew what that was.
Terminator.
And so, you know, when I saw those crazy signs, or, you know, you playing games, I was gone. Like, I wasn't trying to work through that.
Yeah, and you say 2 years, you said?
Yep.
Man, 2 minutes for me, man. I was making sure. I was like, "You sure we
a whole 2 minutes?
You sure we're done?" All right, Dan. Peace out. I wish you well.
I got a question for the Dope Living family. Does anyone else hear the music in the background that Greg's playing? He's got that confession music. He's playing a nice and soft. He's putting these questions out there, and all of us are saying, "Oh, I'm in the mood. I'm going to tell you everything, Greg. I'm going to tell you everything."
Subliminal
messages kicking off in there. Yeah.
I want some peanut butter. But you know, while we doing all of this, okay, we gotta
Get some
hold up.
peanut butter.
We gotta hold up and wait a minute because we gotta put some life coaching in it. All right,
Life coach.
Put some life coaching in this, man.
You know, with Valentine's Day, you know, there's a whole bunch of different emotions and everything that go on just with this one day. And it's kind of like what we said earlier, you know, don't just turn this into just one day. You know, do this 365, 24/7. Embrace the moments that you have with somebody. Live the life that you want to live with that special someone or your significant other. Don't always be so quick to nitpick on the bad unless it is something detrimental to the relationship. But if it's something you can work through it. Talk about it. Have discussions. You know, don't be so quick to just judge a person and then walk away and leave. You know, if you really love somebody, you want to be with somebody, you'll make the time and the effort. You know, we make the time and the effort for the things that we want to. So why not go ahead and make that time and effort for the person that you say you love?
Jeff, I'm writing my next book with you. I'm writing my next book with you, Jeff.
Jeff, right?
Hey man, I'm with it. We can go ahead.
Refocus. I got it right this time, bro.
You did. You got it right, brother.
In line, okay. You all check him out. Check his page out, and you all hit him up. Hit him up. He got some good stuff for you. All right, really. You only hear a portion of it on Dope Living TV Live. All right.
Oh yeah.
Go in there, get with him, do a session with him, do a couple of sessions with him. Get your life right. 2022. We got to do it. I want to take this moment right now just to back off the question. Got a couple more before we get out of here. All right. And let you know, I wanted to ask Gina first of all. Gina, you got the Distinguished Authors Guild, and we got some great plans for that. Can you share that?
Yes, this is a platform that really showcases African American authors, and it's something that I am very proud of. These authors put a lot of work and a lot of time into writing their books, and sometimes it goes unnoticed. And so this is a way for them to get their books noticed, to get them noticed. We do what we can to get them in front of everyone. And so this year we'll be in Vegas, which is so exciting because this is the first time we will be live. So I'm very excited about it. And so are some of the other authors who say they're going to attend. And so it's something that I felt was needed and something that I knew would help them to move forward or move to the next level.
Absolutely. I think it's very important to note that these are authors, as you just said, that don't have that opportunity to get their books seen on a platform that's getting everybody, that's getting a lot of people. Everybody seems to, it's like on Facebook, you know, you got your group of people, but you know, your platform has gotten into a number of people. New people have prospered because of being on that platform. So I applaud you for that. So in Vegas, everybody, the details will come up. Go to Vegas, save your pennies up. Going to Vegas, y'all. So you're going to have to say some extras because when we're in Vegas, even though we're going for the Distinguished Authors Guild, we're going to do some gambling too. So y'all save up some pennies and we're going to hang out for a minute, all right? Kevin, you have a book called Dating with a Full Deck. And now there's an opportunity to do the radio show, Dating with a Full Deck. You want to talk about that for a moment?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide on how to pull what I do in the conversation of Dating with the Full Deck and everything that I do with my podcast to try to see if I can pull it all together. And because talking with Kevin showcases people you should know. And then I do a motivational Sundays with Kevin friends, you know, a little bit like what Jeff does, and trying to see if we can pull those all together into one show. So Biggs Radio, thanks to you, Greg, we've had conversations just trying to work out, you know, what day a week we're going to do it, and the time and the subject matter. But I wanted Dating with the Full Deck to be a podcast. I've already outlined the synopsis for Dating with the Full Deck to be a movie told from the male perspective versus the female difference. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I just found out today that I can't even think of Roku. That our
Roku channel?
podcast is going to Roku. So talking with, so there's a lot of exciting things going. There's a lot of people that are following and supporting, and it's positive.
Absolutely. That's what's up, man. And Jeff, redirect, regroup, refocus. And tell us a little bit more about that. You know, we got you here, but we want to make sure that people can you.
Yeah, definitely, man. Redirect, regroup, refocus is my life coaching business. We focus on shifting the mindset, self-discovery, and call to action. Now, we believe with those three things, you can go ahead and manifest and achieve the destiny and the life that you want. So I also do business mentoring and also some mild business coaching as well. That's when we go ahead, we get in a little think tank real quick, and we help map out different plans to help you get what you want. Now, once again, I've said it time and time again before, but I'm going to say it again on the show. Life coaching is about what you want. So it's not about me sitting in front of you and me telling you what to do. It's not what it's about. You tell me what you want out of life, and we set up an action plan and we set up goals so you can achieve that. You know, so if you really want to make something happen or make something shake in your life, or you have different goals or different things you want to accomplish, that's what I'm here for. I really focus on accountability too. So that's a big thing.
Absolutely. And you tour. You go from city
yes.
to city.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have another tour coming up with The Cure. Funny you say that, because we actually do have another event coming up on March 19th. I forget the address of the place. We working on the flyers right now. It's short notice. Some of the guys, we got together and we kind of got to do it real fast. But March 19th is when we'll have our next event. It'll actually be local in Northwest Indiana. We'll be in Hammond, right on Kennedy Avenue, right across from All-in-One Tax Services, directly right across. It's the building right across. Once I get that address and more information, I'll give it to you fully. But that's next on the agenda with The Cure.
We will put that up here on WTV Live. Maurice, you do some unconventional work, man, with cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency, ATM networks. Again, contact me. You can contact me via Facebook on IM if you want to ask me about starting your own portfolios, or if you're interested in doing these things at your pace of businesses. You start your portfolio is pretty cool. If you already know somebody that has, a small chain, 10, 11 stores or something like that, and they want to put those machines in, I'd oblige you and help you start your portfolio. Also, the music stuff that me and Chris talked about, I've been working with that too. Of course, I have a bunch of artists that just kind of hounding me right now about getting that started. I've kind of been sitting back and kind of making notes on how I'm going to handle this influx, because once they find out I'm back in the business, it's going to be a train. He won't have no problem finding people. I got everything from gospel to R&B to hip hop, so and country even. So
that's what's up.
Once that train leave the station, ain't never coming back.
Choo choo, Niku choo. Yeah. Marcel, tell us about your not-for-profit that you're getting.
Okay, we're still in the planning stages, but it's going to be, it's an organization that's in honor of my son, and part of it is going to be mental illness awareness, especially in the African-American community, because a lot of times within the African-American community and the brown-black community, there's a big stigma with mental illness, and a lot of people don't understand. It's just like another illness. You might have to take meds or whatever, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. And it's just a matter of getting it taken care of. Also, it's going to be an organization where we'll be able to help people in different aspects, young mothers, single mothers and single parents as well, because that's something that I'm seeing that's really needed. And I have calls coming in from different people of these things. And it's in honor of my son, who would be called Joshua's Compassion. He was a very compassionate young man, and was raised to help people. And even as a child, just going grocery shopping and things, he was always throwing extra groceries in for other people in our neighborhood, other families. So it would be something that will be out here to help those that are actually falling through the cracks. That's not necessarily on the poor spectrum, where like now for certain things, you have to be very low income, and then you have some middle class people, and it's just sometimes you just falling through the cracks. You might be ill and just can't work right now and can't get the money for different things, but it's going to be just a lot of things to be able to help people that are out here falling through the cracks.
That's wonderful. These are so just many talented people that are on here with DopelivenTV. Me myself, which I normally don't talk about, but I'm talking about it right now. Got 2 things coming up. Finally, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start filming on Life on the Other Side of the Bridge. At the end of spring, I actually going to start. So I'm going to have a casting call coming out in a few weeks. So y'all watch for that. Then I got another one that I'm writing right now as we speak. It's about a dad who's a coach, and he's spending more time on the basketball court than he is with his son, who he's teaching to play basketball and is on his team, but he treats him a little bit different. Just the things that they go through as a family, and how they overcome that obstacle of the father who's just basketball. But I'm in the process of writing that, which I will be done with that shortly. DopelivenTV Live is going to go on the Biggs Radio Network. We're going to do a show there, as well as we're going to have a radio station that plays nothing but spoken word. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on here with us. Chris is doing his thing. When he pops on in 5 minutes before it's time to go, he'll probably, if he does, he'll probably say something about that. Okay, Ujimar's doing his thing. He's got some things going on. Nyla's doing some stuff. Just like to take a moment, just to let everybody know these are things that we're creating opportunities for people not only to better themselves. And shout out to 40 KB. That's been down with me since she graduated high school. I taught her how to do these cameras and this and that. She's probably the best at it at cameras, editing, social media. She does her thing. And shout out to her. We talked today. We want to create opportunities for people to better their lives, to do something that's going to create history for themselves, create a legacy for themselves, generational wealth for their kids. We want to make sure that we're helping. This is what we're charged with, to not only to succeed, but to give back. And that's what we do here at DopelivenTV Live. Having said all of that, got one more question that I need you guys to get in on, if it's okay with you guys.
Bring it on.
Actually, 2 more questions. Name a way, and I know you all got successful relationships right now, but name a way that you think that you can make your relationship better. Or if it can be better. If it can't be better, say so.
Listening.
Go ahead, Jeff. You're the young one.
Okay. Let me see. I would say I would say more of you can always improve listening. You just can't ever just say, okay, that I'm the best listener in the world, because chances are if you saying that, you're a lie and a half. So I will always say I can improve my listening. I can improve more of my awareness for certain situations and certain things that go on, because you can miss some stuff. As men, we tend to miss some things, just as women do. We have a lot of stuff going on in our heads too. We more so think of like, how can we set things up so we can keep going through the steps and planning and everything, because we want stuff to be right, and then sometimes we want things to be perfect, and that can overshadow us and our listening abilities at times, or ways of paying attention. So that's something I know that I can do to improve the relationship on my end.
Reese.
Without a doubt, it'll be just always trying to tweak it and perfect their relationship. Us being men, just like Jeff said, you always want to keep twisting and keep twisting. I think I need to back off sometimes because it's kind of hard to even find. It's like you're looking for something to be wrong, and not until it comes jump up in your face. You go to twist it on things, trying to make things more and more perfect, which is, that's what you strive for, a more perfect union. But of course, your significant other's like, hey, why are you messing with that? Or it might get on our nerves or something. So, that was one of my her pet peeves about me. I'm always trying to look for something, look at, trying to make it better and better. It's not like it needs to be touched. So it's kind of hard for me to say on that. So
Absolutely, Kevin.
I'm going to take a page from young Jeff. First, I'm going to say simplify, reset, and not be a casualty of my own success. I have a tendency to have a laser on a goal, and sometimes there is carnage along the way. And I need to make sure that I make the relationship as much as a priority as my entrepreneurship. I need to learn to take a day off and chill and relax, smell the roses.
So that's how you're going to make it better.
Yeah, I've got to make my relationship a priority, because the train is moving so fast, and I keep filling each cargo train with something else. Opportunities are coming. I need to learn how to say no, to make sure I preserve, because having everything and then having nothing is not worth having everything.
Yeah, I think it's communication, like Jeff said. That's the biggest thing. I think in a lot of relationships, even though it's communication there, it can always be better. It can always get better. So definitely communication.
My thing is this. See, there was a song a long time ago that had these lyrics in it. Y'all tell me if it's wrong. Compliment what she does. Send her roses just because. If it's violin she loves, let them play. Dedicate her favorite song and hold her closer all night long. Love her today. Find 100 ways. If you just make this woman feel needed, feel wanted, feel appreciated every day for whatever reason, despite the arguments and this and that, find 100 ways to make her feel great. She gonna be all right. You gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. The family gonna be all right. Less arguments. I mean, I don't like arguing. I'm not gonna say I'm not an arguer, but I don't like arguing. I like to make sure that she's happy. That smile that woman gives me, that's my day. I always tell her, just let me know that you're up. Let me know that you're good. The rest of the day I got it. I take care of everything else the rest of the day. I just need you to know that you're up and you're well and you're active. I got the rest of the day. We're good. So for me, that's just me. I want to make sure that she feels valued. I want to make sure that she feels comfortable with me, and I want to make sure that she knows that she has an active part in my life. She's shown me that I have an active part in hers. We value each other. And I echo what Keith and Jeff said. We communicate, listen and communicate. We get it. We definitely get it. One last question we got time for. And it's for everybody. How and it relates to just what we just asked. How did you make your partner smile this week? What did you do this week? Something relevant right now that you did this week to make your partner smile.
When I wake up in the morning, give her a kiss on her lips. Every morning.
Without going to the bathroom and disinfecting.
Brushing your teeth again.
That raw mouth. You got to give
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you leave?
You know that's love.
Did you leave his teeth in a nightstand?
Exactly. That's love. I mean, I'm talking about love and echo, but still, that's cool, Maurice. I mean,
I'm serious.
I'm gonna
she
leave
does the same thing to me too.
Okay.
If I ain't got to go nowhere, be nowhere, especially on the weekends, that's usually how I get woke up.
Y'all just kiss without freshening up the breath. Right?
She kissed me on my forehead sometimes. She know when it's been kicking. She'll
A whole bunch of H words come out. Hi, honey.
I love you. You can see
How was
the
this morning?
so you can see the letters coming out your
You
mouth.
see them coming out.
Exactly.
Through your jaw.
I
They
can
come out.
see what you're talking about, baby. I see what you're talking about.
Coming out through your jaw. Jeff, how about you? How did you make Megan smile this week?
I just did something simple. She just said she wanted to go to a place and just grab some chicken Alfredo because she loved that chicken Alfredo. So we sat down, we ate, we had some chicken Alfredo at Houlihan's. I had a salad. I had to eat healthier. But we just enjoyed each other's company and we talked and we laughed and yeah, that's what makes her happy.
What's wrong with the yard?
What about you, Kevin?
I actually left work early, brought dinner home, bought 24 chocolate covered strawberries.
That's what's up.
All right,
Hey.
Kev.
That's what's
Kev had
up.
plans.
24
Kev
them
had
joints.
plans.
Man.
24 them things.
24. They're expensive this time.
How
of
many
year.
did you? How many?
Yes,
did
they
you,
are.
How many
Is that
did you
for
get
the
to eat?
years that you've been married?
How many did I eat?
Yeah, how many did you get to eat?
You don't know my wife. If I hand it to her, if I get my hand back,
You gave to me.
hey, if I didn't get any before I gave it to her, I'm not getting any after I leave the room.
My wife likes those little chocolate balls.
Yeah, she likes chocolate.
You like the chocolate balls, Moby?
I come from a family that you never eat the last, and you always have to replace it. I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you, if I'm not there when the box opens,
You ain't getting that.
I don't stand a chance. It's it's like vultures, but there's only one of them. Especially when it comes to chocolate.
Lanita says she told him how how appreciative and happy. Told him how appreciative and happy that he finds and sends her music about how he feels about her and their relationship. That's beautiful. I'm like that
That's
too.
a good
That's
one,
what I did that this morning as well. And you know what song I sent?
Oh no.
Here we go.
Are we going
Just
down?
to be close to you, girl.
Yeah. Matter of fact, make that the last question.
What song did you sing?
What song did you? Well, I sent. Hell? I don't know.
Believe it or not, our song, me and Marianne's song, didn't have nothing to do with the relationship. It was kind of like the chorus. I will always love you of Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Dolly Parton's old song. And you know, when you listen to the words, it's totally a whole nother different thing. But the one part that we kind of dig together, her version of it is that when she sings "I will always love you" over and over and over and over again.
You know what's a good song to sing? 112 Cupid is a good song. But All of Me by
John Legend.
John Legend. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. And
Alicia Keys.
Okay. What was the name of that other song? Spend My Life With You by Eric Benet and Tamia. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. All right.
What about your old school song? What old school song?
Hot Pants by James Brown.
Oh.
That always gets it.
From the mind of Greg.
And taken from one of Kevin's friends, Fire by Ohio Players.
No. I shouldn't even told that story. Get me in trouble.
You and Gina, y'all telling
Space and Love, Rick James.
Gina got moly.
She got the $600 man.
And you got the honeycomb, girl.
Yeah, mine is Marvin Gaye. Make me wanna holler. What they do with my money?
Hold my hand, yeah.
To my money.
Marvin Gaye.
See, look at it. See, I think your glasses fogging up, Gina.
Oh, Jeff, what's your favorite song? What's a good song for you?
Well, she just brought up Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. But my favorite is Always and Forever.
Yeah, you started off coming on here with that.
Yeah, hey,
That's the first
that's
song
my.
you sang when you was on here. Kevin, I mean Jeff, what's your favorite?
Well, I got two. These are relatively new songs. See, my
Of
favorite
course they
songs, they
are.
tend to
You're
change.
relatively new.
They just tend to change. They just tend to change. You know, it's a song called "Her" by Isaac Carey, and a song called "Lessons" by Eric Robertson.
I've heard Lessons. That is a beautiful song.
Lessons. I like that one.
Lanita says one of the most beautiful songs he sent, "Can I Touch You" by Michael Bolton. Marcella, what's good for you?
Pretty much Luther, Marvin Gaye, and then old love ballads from the 60s and the 70s, early 70s.
I've never been so much in love.
There you go.
Hey.
Come on, man. What a difference. Let's go. Hey, this is Dope Living TV Live, y'all. We had a great time. Gina, we're going to ask that you schedule G2 Kumbaka, whatever her name was. Zinet Kemal. I'm sorry. Where did I get G2 Kumbaka from? Zinet Kemal. Let's reschedule her for another day. Look, I've been talking. I had a conversation with Jeffrey Lewis. You might not know that name, but if you saw any of Tyler Perry's stage plays, you remember the one where the young man got on stage and sang Lenny Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's Jeffrey Lewis. He'll be on the show in the near future, talking about what he's doing now. Marcus Chapman, the hip hop historian, just did some unsongs and some other things. He'll be on the first week of March, and just reaching out to a lot of different people. Jazz from Drew Hill, he's going to come on and tell us about his story, about what happened with him and with Drew Hill. He'll be on to talk about that, and you guys will be on. Everybody that supports Dope Living TV Live, stay tuned because we got a lot of stuff that's going on. Support each and every individual that's here on this panel because they got some great things that are going on. It's like I said, creates opportunities for other people to live out their dreams and create a legacy for themselves. I don't know what's going on with my phone. I'm getting so many texts. It's been a busy day, you know. I skied this weekend.
You what?
You
skied?
Where you ski at?
Colorado?
I'll tell you about it when we get off. All right, but I skied this weekend. It was good. It was good.
Are you going to get a gold medal in the Olympics?
No, man. I'm going to probably get that paper medal in the mail.
Hey,
you was here. I was here.
The young sister that learned how to speed skate in 4 months. That's Olympic. The world's fastest speed skater won her gold medal.
Really?
Yeah,
that was a woman named Erin, right?
Yep. And the nice thing about it is that because of a technicality, a young lady that did not look like her gave up her position. I think she finished 18th or 28th in there, and allowed her to skate to win her gold because she did the right thing. Rekindled my faith in humanity. And saying there are good people out there that know how to do the right thing, that cares for someone else beyond themselves. So my hat goes off to two of those Olympic champions.
Yes. The Olympics is going on. Okay, Winter Olympics and support. That's it, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Dope Living TV Live. We had a good time tonight. Happy Valentine's Day. This is Valentine's night now. So 9 months from now.
Not in my house. Not in my house.
Mine either.
Hey man, make sure y'all go to Walgreens. I'm just saying. Some say we don't want no anyway. I'm gonna get off of here. Okay.
I got to go.
Hey, if there's anybody out there that has a business or has something that they want to that they want to showcase and express here on WTV Live, we're open to it. Just drop us anybody on here. Just drop them a message, and we'll get back at you and schedule you on here. We ain't hiding from nobody. We ain't hiding from nobody. We want it all, even the chocolate balls. All right. Chocolate balls. TV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace out.
All right.